As usual, always looking like a movie right in the beginning.
ただの代筆屋だろ。ああ、自動手記人形な。客のためだけに美しい言葉を書き出してくれる美しい女たちだ。
The way they talk about dolls like this, they're acting like they're
金持ち
robots.
との結婚を夢見る女がなる職業だからだと聞いたがな。
Oh.
世界のどこへでも出向き、代筆という技を売り歩く女たち。そのドールという職業を俺は最初わけもわからず嫌悪し。
I wonder why, like, I mean, I guess that sounds kind of bad, so I could understand why that, like, especially if you have that, if you have, like, that thought of what they do exactly set like that, and they're just going after, maybe heard it as a kid or something, or somebody complained about them, or I thought maybe he had an experience with one before, the way he was talking about it like that. She looks so out of place in there.
イベリスさん、ルクリア、バイオレット、ドロッセル王国の王女様の代筆、素敵だったわ。
Everybody's hanging out.
私も記事読んだわよ。あなたが知り合いなんて鼻が高いわ。どうしたの？いえ、ありがとうございます。大丈夫？ちょっと元気がないみたいだけど。
Well, I think that the force smile. No, I think that what happened at the end of last episode might still be bothering her. They definitely do sound like robotic when they say it like that.
とても重要な仕事を担っております。まあそれだけであれば写本家の人員だけで事足りたのですが、先月当方に大変貴重なけれど非常に保存状態の悪い書物が大量に運び込まれました。中には一度ページをめくれば崩れてしまうようなものまで含まれておりました。
Old books.
自動式人形の皆様80名、我が写本家の職員80名、双方1名ずつがペアとなり、解読と
How long do they have?
期間は2週間。失うことの許されない貴重な記録を後の世代に残すため、
Let me guess who's not sleeping tonight or for 2 weeks. You get 2 hours of sleep a night. Somebody translating and then somebody writing. Of course. He got introduced in the beginning that, of course, it's going to be partners with Violet.
お客様がお望みなら
She's so
どこ
sweet.
でも駆けつけます。自動手記人形サービス。バイオレット・エヴァーガーデンです。
I guess he's never had an interaction with a doll, so
旦那様、
maybe he wasn't expecting that. Love at first sight? Took his breath away? Some other cliche? Cow, Jesus. You sure you're not gonna, like, pick up some weird disease from these? Accidentally get some, I don't know, some creepy dust in your nose and suddenly you're dead?
このアリー彗星はちょうど200年周期で巡ってくる彗星なんだ。間もなくここシャヘル天文台でも観測される予定だ。
了解しました。
では始める。
はい。
言っておくが俺は解読が早い。記述が追いつかないようならお前は無用の長物と。
You're messing with the right person with this. She's gonna keep up for sure. So this is different. This is actually up Violet's alley here because she's very good at, you know, following the rules, doing what she has to do, being exact. And this is literally just verbatim, like writing everything that's written. You don't have to change anything. You don't have, you're not trying to, like, what she usually has to do as a doll. This is just her, at least from what I was kind of figuring out here, is that she just has to write it 100% how it's written.
同じく光の矢に射抜かれて、その魂とムクロを引き剥がされしか。 光の矢の出現はアリアダナの言葉に
She can probably type faster
光の
than
矢のゆえんは
he can
妖精
speak.
国の王ラインハルトの嫁取りともいい、この光に際して失せる高貴なるもの、女はラインハルト
Meaning you could talk. Put him in 2 times speed.
宴の貢ぎ物とされるなり、永遠の時流れる妖精の国にて新たな器を授かりて、その魂は未来永劫を守られるがゆえに、けれど高貴なる者の死は民を騒がしむ。光の矢
I mean, she can keep up beyond. I wonder how fast she types. Like, how many words per minute?
今日はここまでだ。
Anyone want to take a guess?
144枚。旦那様、予定のおよそ3日分の仕事量です。素晴らしいお仕事ぶりです。
Kinda kick some ass.
本日の進行は皆さん非常に順調です。最大で3日分進んだペアもおります。この調子でぜひ明日からの作業も頑張ってください。
私たちドールはいつでもどこでもお客様のお望みであれば駆けつけるのが仕事です。1年のほとんどは旅行カバンを手に。
She's just used to it at this point. And, I mean, her entire military career as well. You're always moving, always doing things.
与えられた役目だからです。
This has got to be nothing.
最初は任務だと思っておりました。ですが、いろいろなお客様のもとでその思いを紡ぐ。
A crazy amount. Seriously. How many emotional episodes have we had so far? Every episode.
それを書き記すというのはとても特別で素晴らしいことだと思えるようになりました。
そうだな。
果たして私はそのような素晴らしい仕事にふさわしいのでしょうか。
がパートナーでかわいそうだってことだよ。あいつ鼻持ちならない性格だろ。
シャヘルの寄付がなけりゃここで働くこともできない孤児だったんだ。
君みたいに素敵な女性、あいつにはもう
Of course, there's always got to be somebody talking shit.
僕たちのところへ。
私も孤児です。それに私は皆様がおっしゃるようなろくな生き方もしております。
They're just kind of assuming.
文字を覚えたのもここ数年です。
They have a lot more in common
生まれや育ち
than these
で
other
会話
people
を
are
する相手
thinking.
が限られるのでしたら、私には関わらない方が良いかと思います。
いや、君は違うよ。なあ。
そうさ、あいつの母親なんて。
私は親の顔も知りません。
I like how they're like trying to gossip and talk shit, and she's shutting that down.
いいえ、事実を言っているだけです。
行こう。話が通じないよ。
Or they were trying to hit on her, and they failed in all fronts.
私は無表情だとよく言われます。こういう顔です。
I mean, at least she doesn't have resting bitch face.
似ていますね。
I kind of have the guy version of that sometimes. I'm not gonna lie.
そしたら彼女なんて言ったと思う？あなた可愛いわね。だって。こりゃ観測に誘うしかないだろう。おい、聞いてるか？リオン？お互い頑張ろうぜ。
Guess people are just so bored now. They're just wrestling with each other in here.
どうしてみんなと一緒に食べないんだ。
Why would you want to eat with those idiots?
敵への反応が遅れます。
敵？
That's wartime
私は
thoughts.
昔
だってどこから見てもただの女だろ。
ただの
What is normal?
ただの。
Is there normal?
初日の写本で触れてあった彗星ですね。
そうだ。
God damn, her memory is
見たくない
ridiculous.
か。とてつもなく美しいんだぞ。
I like how he's trying to ask her out.
はい。
Yeah.
みたいです。
そうか。
Oh no.
3日後の夜2時に宿舎の前に誘いに行く。待ってろ。
Hopefully he doesn't catch. He's catching feelings. And she's gonna. Oh man. If he actually like says something, she would bluntly turn him down. That'd break this poor guy. I feel kind of bad for him.
アリー彗星だ。
Oh man, that is
彗
beautiful.
星の尾が一番綺麗に見えるのが日の出前の東の空だ。
This is the type of view I want to find. There's nowhere like that by my house.
スープも飲んでろ。
Yeah, this dude is definitely into wants some Violet.
旦那様はお優しいのですね。
バカを言え。俺は優しくなんてない。それに女は苦手だ。
He might not,
冷
yeah.
たくしている。
He might not realize it though.
俺の母親は流れ物の旅芸人だった。いろんなところに巡業して踊りや歌、自分の才を披露する。あの人はそうしてこの町の男に恋をして子供を産んだ。それが俺だ。今思えば幸せないい家族だったと思う。だがある日、父が帰ってこなくなった。危険な場所へ行くことも少なくない仕事だったん
Did
だ。
something bad happen to him?
そしてある仕事の最中、ぱったりと消息が途絶えた。それから2年が経ち、捜索も打ち切
Well,
ら
that
れる
means
ことに
he might not be dead.
リオ、待っててねリオ。きっと父さん
Oh, and she never came back either?
たのだから当然の選択だったのだろう。だが置いていく俺のことは考えてはくれなかったのか。その時
That is
俺
kind
は
of
学んだ
sad,
んだ。
yeah.
恋愛というのは
So that's why he has a bad look on love? It's just his parents in general. Huh.
旦那様はお母様のことがとても大切だったのですね。
That still means they could be alive somehow.
私に
There's
は
no
血のつ
confirmed
ながった家
deaths.
族はおりません。ただずっと庇護してくださった方はおりました。今は離れ離れですが、
その人と離れて寂しくないのか。
いつも
Of course she does.
思い出します。
会えない日が続くと胸がぐっと重くなったりしないか。
なります。
That is
それが
love.
寂しいってことだよ。
Well, it's loneliness,
それ
but
が寂しい。
definitely love.
私はあの方と離れて寂しいと感じていた。
So there's another part. We're getting another puzzle piece on finding her, figuring out each emotion she has for him.
期間中にその人が危険
The
な状
love
況に
puzzle.
陥っているって聞かされたらどうする。言っても助けられるかどうかわからない。
旦那様にどう謝罪しようかと。私にとってあの方の存在はまるで世界そのもので、
Oh
そ
man.
れがなくなるくらいなら私が死んだ方がいいのです。
That makes me extremely nervous because from like what was that, a couple episodes ago, the way they're talking about it, like I forgot what the phrase he had said, but there's a chance he could either not be around or something bad happened to him, because it is very weird that he has not been in this at all. So, and she's saying she couldn't exist without him, meaning, you know, that's 100% love. I want her to figure this out so bad. But Jesus, that, like, what would she do? Does that mean she would, like, freaking, what would she do if she found out the guy was dead? Like, or, oh God, I feel so bad for her.
いや、驚いた。
I really hope it's not that.
お前、そういうこと言わなそうなのに。
そうなのでしょうか。
それじゃあまるで。あ、そうか。お前そいつのことを愛して。
Like he even realizes it.
尾が長くなっている気がします。
Maybe I need to go live on a mountain or something so I can go see this.
人生でたった一度
Not be
きり
by
の
a
出会い
city.
なんだ。
Because I've never seen that type of, like a beautiful starry sky like that with. God damn.
流れる妖精の国にて新たな器を授かりて。
Oh, it was written in the book.
未来永劫守られるがゆえに。
俺は今写本家にいるが、本当は父さんと同じ文献収集をやってみたかったんだ。ここで待っていれば、いつか母が父を連れて帰ってくるんじゃないかって期待して、こんな年になるまで閉じこも
Oh,
り続けた。
I mean so that's the reason why he's there.
可能だったし、俺はそれを望んでた。でも今
Maybe you could go out and try to find them.
俺もお前と同じように大陸中を
You never know. You might.
危険な目に遭うかもし
You
れ
could
ない。
run into them.
命を落とすかもしれない。でも俺はその道を選ぼうと思う。 そしたらいつかきっとどこかの星空の下で会うことがあるかもしれない。
I think he might have caught a little bit of feelings for her, for sure.
その時はまた一緒に星を見てくれるか。
At least he didn't get turned down, technically.
旅先で再び彼女と会える可能性はどのくらいあるのだろうか。られていた扉の向こうに歩き出す勇気を
They were very similar.
彼女がくれたのだから。
Violet really does that. She like fixes. Oh, here's the song. She fixes people. I don't know why, but every time that song plays, this time it didn't actually have, you know, the song over things that were happening. Like I was saying the last episode, like the every time that song plays, it's like I feel like it's trying to get, like it's really trying to get me to feel sad. It's a sad song, obviously, but it's like my brain remembers it and associates it with sad scenes. And now, especially last episode, even though it was, I mean, it was sad, but it wasn't like breaking. I still like it. I felt it every time. This it's gotten me. That song just freaking hits every time for some reason. The music is perfect in the show. I can't say about that enough. Obviously, the animation is amazing, and the characters are. I mean, Violet is like a very good main character because it's kind of, you know what, the way I kind of feel like Violet is. It feels, even though she's not a silent protagonist, because we get to know so much about the character that each episode that she's interacting with, it does feel like having a silent protagonist as the character. And you know, with any games or movies or whatever, when a character is, there's always one more talkative character, or in a game with a silent protagonist, you get to know the characters really well and they're usually very well developed. That's the way it feels here. Like, she's not a silent protagonist, but she's somebody that, like, anyone she interacts with, you get to know them the most because of how she is, how she talks, and the way she interacts. It just makes everyone she interacts with more interesting, at least to me. You let me know if you feel the same, but I feel like you get to know these people a lot better, and I feel like I appreciate the characters more. She's just a good main character. I don't know. It doesn't have to be somebody that, a main character doesn't have to be the person that drives every episode and that's like saying everything or screaming every episode. You know, like, you can be a character like Violet and be a great one, and she definitely is. This is a very unique show for me. I feel like every episode is emotional, obviously, but there's no action. And I feel like I watch a lot of shows with like heavy action, punch, you know? And with this, I really kind of center on the conversation and the emotions. And I think that's why this hits me a little bit, especially when that song plays too, is because normally you're centering on the character. Well, obviously the characters, because we get a good focus on the characters, but you center on like, oh crap, that just happened, or oh, that crazy thing just happened. In this, it's more of the weight of the words and the emotions that are happening, and they really let sentences breathe on this, which has allowed me to talk and like more of process what's being said and then talk on it and say how I'm like, it lets me talk on it a little bit more because of them. Like they really let these sentences, like especially the strong phrase, because there's a lot of strong words that a lot of these characters say, because a lot of them, they're either confessing love, they're talking about their inner darkest secrets, or their feelings. Everything is very deep, and because of that, it's just you soak in it, and that's how I feel with every one of these episodes. And the character we met this episode, I feel like if Violet didn't have somebody she like is trying to, obviously she loves him, I mean it's obvious, but she's trying to figure out that emotion, I think that would the next best, at least what we've seen so far, would be this guy. I think they had great chemistry. Obviously, I think he kind of found Violet as his first love. Maybe he wasn't really realizing it. But I thought they could possibly have some chemistry there. I liked their interactions. I don't know. Definitely the best match I've seen, other than, as we saw, like about this whole show, about the character she's trying to kind of figure out why, if she, what love is and all that. This has been the best match for Violet I've seen. I don't know. It was an enjoyable episode. If you guys want to request something yourself, definitely check out the Yandere tier or the Waifu tier on my Patreon. Seriously, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.